Ready. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
What's up, CGC fam? Car Guy Court here again, coming back at you with another video. If you're watching this video and you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. Car Guy Court on YouTube, Car Guy Court on Instagram. Today's video is going to be about how much I pay for my 2019 Scat Pack Plus. So, I'm going to go over, how I financed it, what it took money down wise to get my payment where I wanted it to be, just things like that, information that some people asked, some of my subscribers out there in the CGC fam asked for me to record. So I'm at the dealership right now. As you can see, I'm always here. I don't even know how I have time to record these videos. Just kidding. But anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all for watching. A big thank you to all of you that have subscribed. We're sitting at 528 right now. Got to get that 1,000 so we can do the giveaway. So some lucky CGC fam member can drive my Beast Blue 392 and meet myself and my boy at the Life of Jeremy Barrett. Subscribe to the Life of Jeremy Barrett if you haven't done so. If you want to see a real guy who's real positive and always says real things, go check out my guy Jeremy. Anyways, so hope you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, and like I always say, comment down below if you want to see a certain video, and if I can make it happen, I'll make it happen. So some of you guys that have commented, I'm working on getting the things that are needed to do the videos that you've asked for. So hope you guys enjoy it. There it is, the Blue Beast. Alright guys, I'm gonna get a cold start for you, and then we're gonna get on with how much it cost me a month plus insurance costs for my 19 Charger Scat Pack Plus. Alright, CGC fam. So, first of all, I want to go over a couple things about, exactly how you need to go about trying to finance a car like this. As you see from the window sticker that I posted that's on this video, it's about a little over $50,000 car. So you can't just walk in with no credit and try to finance a $50,000 car. You have to have good credit. That's why it's important that you don't max out your credit cards, that you pay your bills on time, and that you establish higher and higher amounts of credit each time you go. So, your first car that you finance, you might have to finance $15,000 with a little bit of money down. The second one, you can go up about probably 15,000 increments. That's about what banks will do. So if you finance 15 on your first car, they'll do 30, 45. that's after about your second loan, you can probably finance just about anything, but it also depends on your monthly income, your job time, how much you pay for rent, how many bills you have. All of those things are factors. What banks are going to look at is your debt to income ratio, which means how much do you make compared to how much you have going out each month. All of those things are factors. So even if you have a 700 credit score, but you make, let's say, $3,000 a month, you're not going to be able to finance a $50,000 car. Now, if you make $5,000 a month and you don't have a lot of outgo, you'll definitely be able to do it. Or, you know, some people put large amounts down in order to be able to finance. So that's also an option. So I got to put some gas in this beast. It passes everything but a gas station. These cars do not get very good gas mileage, but I didn't buy it for gas mileage. How much do you think it's going to cost to fill this bad boy? I'm guessing right around $60 at $3.12 a gallon. Let's see. Well, I was wrong, 52 and 84 cents. So we're back up in the beast after pumping some gas. All right, as I was saying, you got to start off smaller and get to where you're going. You know, I've had several cars in this price range because I've been in the car business for many years. So when I was younger, I bought a lot of expensive cars, and you know, I started out with a Toyota Corolla S, and then, no, I started out with an Acura Integra LS, and then I went to a Corolla S later in life. I ruined my credit, so I had to get a Corolla S to start rebuilding again, and go from there and thereon. And I ruined my credit a couple different times because of you know, some addictions that I had, and I'll go over that more in depth once I hit 25,000 subscribers. I'll do a life story and tell you guys where I came from, how I got where I'm at, and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that and help me get them subscribers up. And if you're watching this video, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. So my car, 2019 Charger Scat Pack. I got a good deal on it. Obviously, I work at the dealership, so I get employee deals. But I did also put a decent amount of money down. So the payment that I have is not gonna be necessarily the payment that you would get on one of these cars, because I put $6,500 down is what I put, because I didn't want a payment over $600. So I got my payment right at $598. And you know, I went, that's at a pretty good interest rate, and I went the 84 months. Now, I would never suggest going 84 months unless you're gonna pay the loan off earlier. I usually pay about $100 a month extra on my payments. When I can, sometimes I pay 3, 4, 5, or double payments. It's always good to do that, because the faster that you decrease the balance of what you originally borrowed down to what you owe, the faster you get away from what you originally borrowed, the quicker your credit score goes up. That's another way that you can build credit faster, is by paying extra. Also, anything that you pay over your base payment goes directly to principal payoff, and you avoid interest on that amount. So if you do that 84 times in your total payment, or let's say 60, because if you pay extra you won't have it for the full 84, 60 times 100, that's $6,000, right? $6,000 that you don't pay any interest on. So yeah, that's $6,000 over the term that you don't pay interest on. So $6,000 is a lot of money. And yeah, so on top of that, you're going to save, depending on your interest rate, probably another $1,000 or maybe even more than that in just finance charges. So the reason that I went with a Scat Pack is, a lot of people say, you know, why didn't you get a Hellcat? I would have loved to have gotten a Hellcat, but I really like the 6.4 liter. I did a lot of reading on both motors before I bought it, the 6.4, the 6.2, and even the 5.7, because I already had a 5.7 before I bought this car, and my decision was, you know, that I wanted to go with this car, the 6.4 liter, and I'm very happy I did. It's the right car for me. I love the color. I love, you know, the stuff I've done to it, and yeah, I think it's an awesome car, so it's all good. So the payment at $598 was affordable for me, but one thing that I didn't do was check the cost of insurance. And man, I was thinking, well, I already have an RT charger, and it really didn't cost me that much a month for the RT charger. It's about $176 more a month than I pay for the charger. The charger is only like $85, and this one is like, actually it's damn near $200, so it's almost close to $300 a month for insurance on this car, and I don't even have any points on my driver's license. So yeah, I'm thinking about shopping around for different insurance companies as well. So how I financed this car was by continuing to pay my bills on time, making sure that my credit is good, and paying a down payment. So, you know, that's super important. That is why I did a video on, you know, simple steps to maintaining your credit, or building credit, or fixing credit, because it's so important and nobody talks about it. There's literally no education throughout high school, and probably not even in college, where they tell you about credit. You know, they teach you all these maths that you don't even use, and yet no one talks about that. Maybe I've actually even offered to go to the local high school and do like a month-long, you know, free, go in for like an hour a day for a month of one of the semesters for the seniors, and they said, well, you're not a teacher, so you can't do that, or whatever. It violates some sort of law or rule that they have. And I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. I offer my services free, and nobody wants to take advantage of that. That's their thing, though. So the Scat Pack levels, there's many different levels of there's many different options that you can get on a Scat Pack. Mine is the Scat Pack Plus, which comes with like the moonroof and a couple of different options that I liked. You know, the technology group it also has, which is the forward collision warning with the adaptive cruise control. What that means is it keeps me with the flow of traffic. I don't have to keep braking and turning off my cruise control when that asshole won't get out of the left lane that's going 10 miles per hour into the speed limit. Just kidding, but I'm really not. So yeah, and it also has the lane keep assist. So if I'm driving, had one, you know, 10 too many beers, just kidding, I don't even drink at all, I haven't in years. But if I was, this will keep me in the middle of the lane and keep me with the flow of traffic. It almost drives itself. These new cars are crazy. I didn't really actually know that I would enjoy that until I got the car. But I do kind of enjoy that. So, but you can get a Scat Pack started at about $42,000 if you're just looking for the horsepower. You don't care about paying for all those extra amenities on the vehicle. then you could get one for $10,000 cheaper. Now $10,000, that doesn't, some people that might sound like a lot of money, some people it may not, but here's what you got to understand. $10,000 breaks down to about $250 a month in your monthly payment. So that's what you got to figure. If you're going to look at a car and you're thinking, you know, hold on. Some dude was trying not to let me over in a Civic, so I had to smoke him real quick. So what I want to let you guys know is, if you're going to look at a car and you're trying to be at a $350 payment, you need to be looking at a $15,000 to $18,000 car, because roughly what it is that you have to figure $250 per 10,000. So $250 on a $10,000 car, $500 on a $20,000 car, $750. Now that's based at standard term financing. When you go out a little bit, it's probably 18 per 10,000. So 180, 360 for a $30,000 or sorry, a $20,000 car. 30,000, you know, would be about 440, something like that. So yeah, my math, my brain's kind of dead from doing the math all day at work, so I don't know if I'm absolutely correct on that last one. But anyways, I'm just trying, I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff out here right now, but I'm trying to think of, you know, all the things that I would have liked to have known when I bought my first car, or when, you know, I was thinking about buying a car. Because people come in all the time, look at $60,000 trucks, and we get down to where we're gonna go over numbers and they want to be at $400 a month, and there's just no way in hell that you could ever do that. You know, it's just not possible. It's math, not magic. And of course, everybody that comes into a car dealership, unless it's a family or friend, thinks that we're trying to screw them. And guys, that really isn't the case at this day and age. There's so much information on the internet. We have to be priced competitively to even get people in the door. Also, on top of that, you can look up a new car invoice on the internet. I mean, there's so much information out there that protects the consumer, which I'm personally one guy in the car business that is happy about that, because one of the things I hate most is going back and forth with a customer on a car deal. I want to make a fair deal for as many customers as possible, not make thousands of dollars on every single customer that walks in the door. And that's why the dealership that I work for is great. They've been in locally owned, family operated for 40 years. This is the 3rd generation owner that's in there, and they care about the community and the people. And that's one of the reasons that I really like working there, because I don't have to worry about someone breathing down my neck about profit margins, and that they care more about volume. So guys, my battery's about to die. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you for watching another video. Subscribe to Car Guy Court. Love you all, CGC fam. I'm out.